Hello, Gemini Cancer Cusp. How are ya? Welcome to Told Us Love Tarot. If this is your first time here, I hope you like, subscribe. If you're like, what do you mean cusps? Cusps don't exist. Or you have no idea what a cusp is. Feel free to investigate that belief that when it's kind of like to me a belief that there's like these other types of signs that exist in between each sign, and they kind of have their own sort of traits, but they're essentially a combination of each signs characteristics. For whatever reason, I'm led to share this, probably because someone just commented yesterday on a Gemini reading that she's a cusp and she just found the channel. I'm pretty sure that's why I'm doing a Gemini Cancer cusp reading right now, because I have done, if you've noticed, I've tried to steer away from doing a Gemini Cancer cusp reading around a Gemini reading or a Cancer reading, just because for me, it muddies my waters, because I will see things and I don't want to be muddied. We got traffic if you're new here. There's nothing I can do. We have polite background music to try to deviate from that. Maybe you're feeling in a silly mood too, because if you're returning, someone out there is like, oh my God, this girl's in a good mood right now. I am. Welcome to Told Us Love Tarot. If you're not into cusps, this is a reading for people born June 17th through the 23rd. Happy Taurus season. If you are Gemini born the 17th through the 20th, you should check out my Gemini readings. You could find a message there for you. If you're a Cancer, you should check out the Cancer readings. Check out either of them. If you find that this resonates, why the heck not? If you're a Cancer, check out the Gemini. If you're a Gemini, check out the Cancer. Also, if you check out the videos for your rising sign, your moon sign, your Venus sign, or if you have a bunch of one sign in your chart, like I have a bunch of Aries in my chart, you may find that those readings have messages that resonate for you as well. And you're helping my little YouTube baby grow towards 1,000 subscribers. You're supporting the channel, your likes, your comments, even just the seconds it takes to leave a comment helps the channel get pushed out there, and I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you, Gemini Cancer Cusp. I appreciate your supports and donations at my Cashapp and Venmo in the description box. It really does go a long way. Told Us Love is a hustle for me, so your littlest gifts and donations are really beneficial, and it really does help. And it makes, I don't want to say I'm proud, but it's more like I really feel like I've legitimately started something here. And I know it shouldn't come down to monetary support to make me feel that way, but at the same time, when I share with people, like I started this channel and I do get support, it's like, I know, this is just awesome. I'm so glad I believed in myself, and it's helping and me in so many ways. So thank you, Gemini Cancer Cusp. And if you have an idea to start something that you thought would be like a little far-fetched, just do it. Who cares? It's my attitude. I've explained that this channel I started at a time when it was like needed in my life. I was cocooning, doing healing, and doing the videos really helped me. And it's so funny, I was gonna say it's changed me, and transformation is one of the words I wrote down for my pre-message. So I guess at this point, Gemini Cancer Cusp, I'm gonna jump into my pre-message. I'm just gonna one more thing, because I mentioned this in all my other readings. If you're new to tarot, astrology, can you hear the rain? Doesn't that sound wonderful? If you have no idea what I or other readers mean when we say your big three, the other signs in your chart, in my Minutes with Meg collection of videos, I do have a video that is about finding your birth chart. I recommend this site and give instructions for finding your information and explain a little bit about your rising sun, moon, Venus sign. So that's just if you need it. All right, Gemini, Cancer cusp. If you have followed for a little bit, I may have mentioned in these readings or in another reading that I try my best to not look at the cards at all when I'm shuffling. I don't want to be led at all. Like, I want to start really fresh. I usually look upwards or like off. I've noticed people must realize I'm doing this too. I'm looking at paintings I've painted that are over there. Maybe I'll make this the new background cover photo for myself, or just change my whole like area altogether so you guys can see these paintings, because I am proud of them. But I'm looking off and I'm not looking down so I don't get distracted, and I'm what pops into my head is part of my pre-message when I'm shuffling and like the message that's coming out. So if a card does come out, if a card does get shown to me for whatever reason, I will try to be like, well, there was a reason why I was meant to see that. So while I was shuffling my big deck, and I just mentioned this, I think might have been the Taurus reading, something like that. I'm a Sex and the City fan. If you followed me, you've heard me mention the show before. Like, I'm one of those chicks that's like, that show is like Bible. Like, I'm a Sex and the City girl. It's the age group that I'm in that we were all, it like almost taught a generation of girls how to date. I'm being reminded of Lindsay Lohan, who I think is a Gemini, said once, Sex and the City is why she dates multiple men, or she never stayed, she kept dating. So maybe there's someone out there who's like really loves that show as well, considers it Bible like I do, or I'm literally speaking to myself, because when I say the card that fell out of this deck that I saw, that I was like, a freaking course it is. I got Carrie Bradshaw energy. And it's really interesting to me that has come out, because I feel like Sex and the City characters have been in like all my readings this week. From Miranda Hobbs to Samantha Jones was in, I think, Gemini, but Carrie Bradshaw energy is here in Gemini, Cancer cusp. And it's, to me, applies to her big relationship, Carrie and Big. So I just want to share that. That the fact that it popped out, I was like, of course this did. Maybe someone's in a connection right now where you feel like you are the Carrie to someone's Big. Or it could just be someone, male or female, who's just dating. Maybe there's someone you have in mind, but you're dating. Maybe focusing on your friends. So I kept getting this too, this connection to something being released or purged. I even tied in that it was raining while I was thinking about this. A much needed release. I started thinking about like someone connecting or reconnecting or just having connections that have laughter and the ability to be oneself. Silly, weird. Someone, this might not even be you. It could be someone else that you're connected with. But they want and are interested in connections with laughter and where they or others are being themselves. And it's silly, it's quirky, it's weird, it's funny. Someone has humor at the core. Like, humor is the core of like, I don't mean it to sound like maybe negative. But it's it's not that someone's a joke. That's not what it means. I have been told that my approach using humor is unguarding and part of my success with my work. And I feel like humor and showing that you can be silly, so showing your silly side, your weird side if you have one, making it not a side, making it just who you are, it can have a positive effect on others. I feel like this is either you or someone else that has this connection with laughter and humor at the core. Like, there's a lot of laughing, and this laughing connection is part of a much needed release that someone needed. And I think it's someone realizing that they're starting to feel like themselves again. And this ties in with the transformation. It could be a literal transformation. You may have physically changed. You may have, because I was something about the core midsection, so it could be like a change in your body structure, a change in your body. I'm thinking even too now, like if someone were pregnant or is pregnant, their midsection is different. Or if you were pregnant and now you're not, like your midsection's definitely going to look different. But something about the core area, I get this feeling of like someone realizing they haven't been themselves, haven't been feeling like themselves. And it's after they have this much needed release that they realize, like, oh my God, I've been like, I haven't been who I am. I haven't been myself. There's something here about a big release. I don't know if this is like a detox and someone starts shitting their brains out and that's the release, or like a baby, but like someone has this major release and is like realizing like, wow, purged. So there was a purge. There was something that was too much. Yo, if someone had a C-section or something or surgery in their midsection and core, I've circled it here and it's just coming to me. You have to let me know if that's, just message me. You don't have to let everybody know, but that would be so validating to me because it's really sticking out to me. Maybe you're considering it, some sort of midsection transformation. And last but not least, before I get into the actual cards, I do want to share that just this morning, I was running into issues with my phone acting wonky and getting storage full messages, and I started thinking of, especially because this was after I saw the Carrie Bradshaw energy card and I was already in that mind frame, I start getting the storage full. I'm like, this is like the episode where the Apple crashes and she doesn't know what to do and Aiden can't fix it and the Apple guy can't fix it and she has to start new. but it's the same product, right? So maybe you're having a new, could be like a new opportunity, or again, coming back out, transformed, feeling new, feeling fresh. Oh, but watch out for Mercury retrograde. It is in full effect. Storage full and needing a release. It's almost like someone didn't realize how like busy or full or like pent up they felt until, or were, and how it was affecting them until they had a release. And they were like, oh my God, like I feel like more like myself now than I did before. Maybe this release was part of like a really good laughing fit. Have you ever had those laughing fits that you're like, I haven't laughed like that in a while, and like I really needed that. Like your abdomen hurts, your core hurts from the laughing. That's for somebody. All right. Oh, 1616. Is that the tower? Is that the tower? Because that would definitely be like a major change is happening, transformation. Let's see if I remember to include that. You know, these cards just popped funny under my thumb, so I'm gonna stop here. Gemini, Cancer, Cusp, I appreciate you. If you just listened to all that talking and pre-message, God bless you. Not worth it. Something is not worth it. And that is the truth. Maybe you're starting to realize something isn't worth it. Caring and a warm heart. Isn't that funny? It kind of sounded like Carrie as I was saying it. Caring and a warm heart. Desperate housewife. I'm led to say this could be male or female. Someone who's just kind of like bored with their life. Because that's what that means to me. Not bored with your life, but like every day is exactly the same. They're lackluster keeps popping into my head. You have your own life to live, but I wouldn't say the final nail is in the coffin. Actual quote. Now I'm about to puke because this is what my Mr. Big said to me. And now here it is. This was said to me years ago. Maybe you're reconnecting with someone from your past. Well-mannered and polite. Dude, what are the odds? Like, what are the odds that the Carrie Bradshaw energy card would be shown to me and that card would come out? I don't think I've ever been shared this personal of a connection to a reading either. Don't believe what you've heard. Followed by bullying due to issues, insecurities, social media, sapiosexual, fake, believe in yourself, karma. get a feeling of like what someone is saying and how they are actually feeling and viewing a person are different. And you may feel it in your like heart and soul, even though they're saying this to you, like they don't. I've said that to someone before. It wasn't the person in my world who is a Mr. Big, but I said to a man once, like, I can see it in your eyes. Like, I can tell. Like, I think I've said that to a couple people. Like, I can tell you care. I can see it in your eyes. And let me tell you, freaks fuckers out. I feel like there's like a fine line being drawn in the sand. There's someone here who, I feel like there could be someone who is like really into sports. The Florida Gators colors just popped into my head, but it doesn't have to be the Florida Gators. It could just be sports in general, college football. But I get this really strong feeling of someone knowing their worth and knowing like, it's like someone being like, it's not worth it to me to be viewed as like a desperate housewife, someone who's just bored with their life or whatever and just having drama because they have nothing else going on. Like, I never even watched that show, but it's something I said to a couple, let me think about this, because this is how it's going to connect. I've said it to 2 different women before as kind of like a joke slash, I didn't mean it as a dig. It was more like they were living vicariously through me. They were living vicariously through my stories. And I remember saying like, you're just a desperate, it's because you're a desperate housewife. And I get it. Like, yeah, every day is exactly the same for you on, what is it, Wisteria Lane, and like the littlest bit of excitement, like, oh, this one on here is like, maybe this is someone's world. Like, they like that, like a very small world where knowing the same people, but, and like, or I'm even being led to think now, like, if there was any, I have never watched the show either, but I'm just thinking this. If there was anything going on, like, people would know. Like, the neighbors are seeing, like, there's a plumber at this one's house. It's the same plumber that was there last week at this time. Do you think he's plumbing? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, maybe there's some sort of, like, people watching or, like, wanting to know what's going on because maybe they have nothing going on in their life, and or it's just people being nosy. I also read that just now as like desperate to be a housewife. What's interesting here to me is not worth it, caring, and a warm heart, well-mannered and polite are pink. Truth is light blue. If you mixed truth and that blue, something, the truth of the matter is something not being worth it, you get this purple color, and the purple color is don't believe what you've heard. I feel like that, with that connection for me, and the quotes here, in you have your own life to live, but I wouldn't say the final nail is in the coffin, and desperate housewife being in quotations, and me sharing that's something that I said to two different women. I feel like there's something here about what is being said and what the truth actually is. Someone may be saying, like, this isn't worth it, I don't want to do this, but the truth of the matter is, like, I'm thinking of Carrie at the end of, what was it, season 1? She was about to go with Big on the trip, and she's just like, I can't do this, like, I can't go. She's like, you can't give me what I want, and he's about to take her on a trip to Paris. And it's like, that's not what she really wanted. She really wanted to go with him and be happily ever after. The truth was, he had a caring and warm heart, and he was well-mannered and polite. I'm also thinking too, like, a difference in, like, what someone's saying. This could be some sort of self-sabotage, because I'm looking at the bullying due to issues, insecurities, like someone bullying themselves. Sapiosexual. There's something here about the humor too, like the sense of humor someone has. Like, it's so funny when I wrote down, like, connections with laughter and being oneself, silly, weird. I had already been thinking about this scene, like, yesterday, or I don't even know when, but maybe there's a reason why I'm led to say this now, but it's when he's told, Big has told Carrie in probably season 2 or 3 that he's going to Paris for work. She thinks it's a week. He then lays on her, it's for 6 months. And then she comes back with, she comes to his house in like a beret and like a French outfit with McDonald's, saying like, they have French fries and we'll eat McDonald's and I'll visit when I can. It'll be okay. And that's when he says, like, basically he doesn't want to be tied to her. And she starts freaking out, saying like, I feel so stupid. I also want to say, when I thought, don't believe what you've heard, I was instantly reminded of another quote, or like a meme or something, that was like, don't believe everything that you think, okay? Tying in with this bullying, insecurities, and I just said someone could be like self-sabotaging something and bullying, almost bullying themselves, because they are believing something that they're seeing on social media possibly, and it's leading them to think that something isn't worth it. Thinking that someone is kind of like for the streets. You could be thinking this about an individual, or they could be thinking it about you. Like this desperate housewife, someone who could already be in a connection but is out and like acting like they're very single. I'm not saying it's like your connection. I'm just saying you could be seeing this or witnessing this. Someone could be thinking this about an individual. I should take this out, desperate housewife, because there's, I'm sure it would, I don't mean it to be negative, but it's more of a like, someone who is stuck in the same routine, usually because they are a stay-at-home parent and or housewife and or house husband, and are just like so bored with what's going on and like bored with life. Yeah, bored to death. Bored to death. All right, let's get into this. Okay. 2 cups reversed. The Hierophant is here, Taurus energy. This started at 3043. 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. The Emperor, Aries energy. Ace of Cups reversed, Knight of Swords, 9 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles reversed. I feel like I started to look at this as work related. Someone who's in a contract or in a position that like it's not working. It's like you're forced to work with someone. Like this could be a partner, this could be your boss, this could be I don't even know, like some sort of connection where you have to work with someone where it's like you're forced to be together. This could be someone who's married and in a connection that they don't want to be in. They're forced to be in this connection. I feel like someone here is like really looking at, thinking about, like, the wood is burning, their wheels are turning. There's a lot of thinking about happiness, emotional happiness. What would make someone happy? What is it that they are looking for from a relationship and a commitment? What makes a partnership? What makes a happy home? There was also this feeling too of going back to what I was saying of someone could be like releasing who they were for who they are now, and who they are now is much more colorful, much more attention grabbing, like visually. Someone could be have tattoos, or at least like a written something, or it doesn't have to be written, but something on the arms. This is also giving me like, if you reconnected with someone, it's like it's like a different person now. Either you're different or they're different. I definitely could say this looks like a reconnection between two people who are coming together, and like they've changed, they've grown, they've changed since they've reconnected. This could even be like a friendship, like you come back together and it's the Aries and Taurus is here. Aries goes into Taurus, so you could be dealing with an Aries Taurus cusp, but it's just really giving me like boss energy, person in charge, dominant energy. Someone's focus could be like not on the emotional connection. All right, let's keep going. This is by far like Wheel of Fortune. This readings make my stomach twist. The Empress is in reverse here. There's this feeling of like he's up, like they're meant, you've been in and out of each other's lives. Some sort of divine, like meant to loop-de-loop. Even if you're not on the same page, you're still in the same chapter of a book together. Even if like Carrie and Big weren't seeing each other, they would still be friendly. They had such a dynamic that ebbed and flowed. And I recently talked about how I was thinking to myself, like, they're a great example of like a twin flame journey. Like, they meet, they date, they split. He's got to grow. She experiences other people. She's still sticking to what she wants. They're in and out of each other's lives. He still hasn't grown yet. They tried again. They each still haven't learned the lessons that needed to be learned for them to be able to work. He ends up with Natasha. And with Natasha has an affair with Carrie because she realizes that this vanilla housewife isn't as cool as this other one. And she has an affair with him on Aiden, and it's like a taboo romance. And then then they start dating again. They try dating again, but then she goes back to Aiden, and then he's dating a model. And like, I'm just thinking about like the model he was obsessed with and was asking Carrie for relationship advice, and that shows how the dynamic of their relationship changed in that direction, where they were able to just be like friends, and she could advise him because she was in love with a whole nother man. So they still continued to stay in each other's lives. This is just what I'm saying about like, even if you're not at a point where it's the right time, it's almost like this connection ebbs and flows, or has ebbed and flowed in and out of your life to some degree. There is someone here though who like continues to choose themselves first and will continue to choose themselves first. I'll take that as confirmation because the coffee maker went off and I just got to a commercial. Someone is choosing themselves first because I don't think they want to be tied. It may not wanting to be tied to one person. I'm also still getting like the way someone speaks, it's almost like they don't talk like how, all right, how do I, they don't show emotion. This emperor does not show emotion. He doesn't like to show emotion. He could have a caring and warm heart, but he's not always caring and warm. But this is why, like, someone doesn't believe. I don't know. Maybe you recognize, like, the game being played. I just want to say, too, like, there's something here about if you recognizing games being played and, like, someone, like, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. Four of Swords reversed, and I'm being reminded again of something in the midsection. Like someone could have pain in their midsection. Page of Wands reverse, upright. Ten of Swords reverse, Ten of Wands, King of Swords upright, Page of Swords. All right, I feel like someone may be getting anxious or worried about something they have to say or something that could be said. They're like, this is someone who's maybe possibly in their own head. They're like worried about something. It could be like telling your job that you're taking a new job, a new opportunity, a new work. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is here. Page of... I feel like someone is going to be saying to, like, that this isn't worth it. I feel like someone is thinking too much. I want to say, like, driving themselves a little crazy. Someone, this is why don't believe what you're thinking. Like, and social media was there too. Like, Ace of Swords. Seven of Wands reversed, Page of Cups reversed, Five of Cups reversed, Three of Swords, the Emperor again. The Empress reversed right behind it. I feel like someone, you know, Gemini, Cancer cusp, this could be the nosy neighbors, the nosy community. This is also like someone I feel like is hurting their own heart, breaking their own heart, thinking that something is, you may be thinking something more is more than what it is. Whether that resonates for your connection with a person, or you think a connection between two other individuals, like you breaking your own heart, anxious with these thoughts that are incorrect. See, that sword goes down. I think this is not the truth, but I think this is what someone is thinking is going on and happening. Some sort of building of beginning as a crush or whatever, a connection that's not just friendship. And it's like they're hurting their own heart, thinking that two people are connected, but I don't think they are. That's why they're in reverse right there. This could be a lack of trust, because truth leads to trust, right? Always knowing the truth. And someone currently doesn't believe what they've heard. Again, I don't want to jump to you're being lied to, because I don't think that's what this is. I think this is someone more in their freaking head, painting the picture that they're not getting what they wanted, or they're not like something. This is waiting for the other shoe to fall. And like maybe there's nothing bad happening. You know what I mean? Two of Pentacles. Page of Wands again. Two of Swords. 10 of Swords to 10 of Wands reversed. I feel like someone is needing to make some sort of decision, and they've been thinking a lot about it. It could be thinking about whether or not the path that they are currently on is, whether or not it's worth it. Maybe someone currently feels like a bored, desperate housewife right now, and they I also get the feeling of some sort of connection that, again, is in and out of each other's lives. I also want to say, like, this don't believe what you've heard can go with like, if someone's trying to act like something is like casual, or excuse me, that they don't care, that something's not worth it, that's not the actual truth. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Page of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Wands reversed. Eight of Wands. Seven of Cups reversed. I still see this like merry-go-round of like indecision but staying connected. Page of Pentacles reversed with the Queen of Wands reversed. 8 of Wands, followed by the 7 of Wands, followed by the Knight of Pentacles reversed, followed by the 5 of Wands, followed by the 5 of Swords. This is something that, again, I think this is someone like, it's like they're keeping themselves in this place of confusion and indecision and like not wanting to almost recognize that they're like their own worst enemy because they're just overthinking things. This is someone, again, self-sabotaging, insecurities, someone like not wanting to show emotion, not wanting to show effort, not wanting to show too much care, even though this is what they really want, because they're so in their head and assume that there's like other, that there's competition and other people and like someone, it's almost like not being truthful with themselves about how they feel or what something means. And then they end up sabotaging it, ruining it, like doing the most or something because they've like let their anxiety and their worries get the most of them. Oh my God, is that not Carrie Bradshaw? She lets her worries and anxiety get the best of her. All right, let's see what we got. 10 of Swords reversed. The Empress reversed. King of Swords, Page of Swords, King of Cups reversed, the Devil. Capricorn energy, Strength, Leo. Strength reversed, Leo energy. 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. All right, here's that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is someone, I think, driving themselves nuts, trying to see if someone is like interested or seeing another individual. This King of Swords is spying to find out if there's a King of Cups, if there's another one. This could be male or female. King of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. There's also something here if somebody is like in their head concerned about communication between a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, like someone, it's like very face level communication. It's like not showing emotion. This is someone who's like, this is like, don't believe what you're being told. Someone would, someone is talking very like plain communication, face level, and I feel like they feel more than they are letting on. They're hiding these feelings. This is almost like obsessive with the Devil here. Strength reverse, lost all control. This could be you or them. Like in your head obsessing, like all like thinking. This is also giving me, this could be some sort of childhood wound that someone is being triggered with. Like you're back feeling like a teenager trying to find out who your boyfriend, if your boyfriend is talking to someone else. And there's something here about needing to face why you would go to that. That's bullying yourself. That's showing your insecurities. I feel like someone wants a connection to work. 9 of Cups reversed, Death reversed, Transformation. I either see this two ways right here. This Empress reverse, Ten of Swords reverse, Four of Swords reverse, Ace of Swords. Someone is going to be like, and is like sick to their stomach, having to end a connection with either you or someone else. This could be you, sick to your stomach about having to tell someone that you're ending a connection. There could be a single parent here, female or male. I'm also getting this is someone who's self-sabotaging themselves. It's like they're hurting their own feelings. They're like getting themselves anxious. Maybe you're watching tarot readings or like too many tarot readings. Cause that can happen. Like if you're watching too many, you're like, how do I describe this? I'm thinking of like a radio, like an old, what do you call those? Like something like an old, just a radio that they would speak into a microphone on the waves, on the AM waves, I get, not AM waves, I don't even know, but hopefully you know what I'm talking about, like a big radio that they would have to use to send signals and try to talk to people in like the early 1900s, whatever. So if you are watching tarot and are watching, like you've tuned in and turned on to all these different channels to catch a message, and you're constantly like going from this reading to this reading to this reading to this reading to this reading, you could miss an important message because it's like you're catching too much. It's better to do like one or two channels, of course, Told Us Love being one of them, one, two or three channels, or like only do one or two readings a day. And if they don't resonate, then you just move on. Someone may be, this could be part of what's like, doesn't have to be, but someone like hurting their own feelings. This is also giving me a feeling of like you're not worthy enough. Like you might not think you're good enough for someone, or maybe someone doesn't think they're good enough for you. And I'm reminded of Sex in the City now, and she admits she was constantly trying. She always thought she had to try for him. And Miranda, I think the friends are like, well, why isn't the Carrie that we know good enough? Like, ask yourself that. Like, why do you think you have to change? You shouldn't have to change to get what you want. There's it could be a Scorpio here, Scorpio energy. I get this funny feeling of like, it's almost like a relationship that has a lot of space between it. And that's almost like where the success lies. There's also something here about someone needing to change the way that they view themselves or the way that they speak to themselves and realize their worth, because that's what's going to bring them happily ever after, whether it's with themselves or with another individual. Like, someone is an empress or an emperor, however it resonates. In this reading, it's empress. But this person is so in their head that they keep their views of themselves up and down, and that's not going to lead to personal happiness. Someone needs to control their view of themselves and like really realize what a great energy, how positive you are. I feel like someone you're working towards this, or you're gonna get to this. This is Leo energy. This is success. This is realizing that everything you could ever want is right under your nose. Freeing yourself. Someone is freeing themselves from these beliefs of not being either good enough or maybe not qualified enough. The Hierophant reverse, Page of Wands, Ten of Wands. If this is some sort of like job opportunity, I feel like it's something like you may be trying to like talk yourself out of it, or like you're worried you won't be able to accomplish it, you won't be able to do it, you won't be the boss. But I don't think that's it at all. King of Wands, Leo energy, Leo, Sag, Aries energy. I get this feeling of like, either whether this has already happened or it's going to be happening. The second someone stops trying to, it's like someone is constantly like, I gotta be a queen, I'm gonna make myself into an empress, or like, if I do this, then I'm going to be where I want to be. If someone just stops and realizes everything that they've done and accomplished and the things that they've succeeded in, they will realize like how on fire they are. Like, everything you want, you already have. I also get this feeling of someone taking being inspired by something. This could be like working out. You're inspired to work out. You're inspired to put in a lot of effort to change your diet and like put your focus on that. Knight of Wands. Nine of Wands. Reversed. Ace of Cups. Reversed. Eight of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. I get a feeling of, it seems very ass backwards to me, but I can see it. Someone stops focusing on love or trying to like have a relationship with someone and just like lets things flow, and that's when things start leading towards what someone has actually always wanted. I'm not saying it's with this person. It's just, it's like when someone starts taking action towards something that's not love related, that's when they find the personal loving success and happiness that they're looking for. And then it's like someone takes their anxiety. This is giving me working out. Like, takes their anxiety and is like, or like their wheels spinning, and it results in like physical movement and activity. Six of Swords reversed. The World reversed. Knight of Swords. Three of Swords. Five of Cups reversed. Page of Cups. Oh, I know what that is. That. I feel like I'm taking a lot of time here, but I just want to say, I feel like someone is being propelled forth by their, like, past. Taking, like, the hurt and the heartache and the feelings that they had in the past, those feelings of, like, unworthiness or whatnot, like, and they, like, they use it to push forward and create a whole new life, a whole new world for them. This could be, again, what I was saying about physically changing, or it's working out. Two of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. The Tower reversed. The Hanged One. Queen of Pentacles. All right, so we got Pisces, Aries, Scorpio here, Two of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. Well, I feel like someone decides to, I just heard decides to not decide. I feel like someone starts blocking something or someone. Knight of Pentacles, reverse, just went flying over next to the Emperor. This is giving me back to, there was someone who was in your life when they were younger, or you were in their life when you were, obviously y'all were younger if it was in the past, and a stable offer was given, or you guys were connected. And maybe this is where there was a breakup, an ending that someone has still thought about or been stuck on, but never said anything about it. And now here they come around, the Emperor, older, or you, this is you. Queen of Cups, more emotionally, male or female, someone more emotionally stable. This is your caring and warm heart. Ace of Swords reversed, Queen of Swords. Followed by Ace of Pentacles, followed by Page of Wands. This is giving me a strong ass female who, if you do not value her, if you do not take her emotional love and caring into consideration, she will turn into a cold hard bitch and rip you down like you didn't even freaking exist. You could be an emperor, and they will make you feel like nothing but a fucking scuzzball. Page of Wands reversed. This is heavy, giving, like, don't fuck with my emotions. This could be like the energy that's, it's like a newer energy. Someone who knows their worth. Someone who's self-sufficient, happy with themselves. Page of Wands reversed. 10 of Wands. Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Moon. Cancer energy. Ace of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Page of Swords. The High Priestess reversed. The Sun reversed. I get this feeling of like, you know, someone who's broken your heart, or you've broken someone's heart, and it's almost like, they feel like they don't deserve a second chance because they realize they know they broke your heart. They acted like a scuzzball, or wasn't seeing the worth of someone. And I feel like, I think I've already said, they were left thinking about, like, they were left stuck on and hanging on the way things ended or how things ended. Like, this is someone who, like, lost sleep, and it hurt their own heart to have to break up with another individual or let them down because they knew it was going to break this person's heart. Big knew it was going to break Carrie's heart when she found out that he was seeing Natasha. Like, he knew someone, this could be you, knowing it's going to hurt this person to tell them you're with someone else. I get this feeling of, if it's someone who realize, or like who like hurt the other in the past, they realized like when they're coming back around, they're dealing with someone who's emotionally fulfilled and is looking for happiness and to get to the 10 of Cups. They're at the 9 of Cups right now. This person knows they're at 10 of Wands. They're gonna have to put in all the work to build the happy home of happiness, fulfillment, which is what you or they are wanting, because you've already ended things with this person before. And now someone is back at this place of emotional stability, happiness, fulfillment, wanting 10 of Cups, that love with someone. This is individual, personal happiness, satisfaction, self-reflection, development, emotional intelligence. This is someone who's been hurt. This is my person, I want to say, who's had their love not accepted. They've had their heart broken. And they're at this point now, like, I want to be the empress to someone's empress or emperor. I want to be someone's partner. I'm already there. I'm just in reverse because I need my partner, okay? Someone realizes that they are going to have to put in work if they want to be successful and be able to be on top of the situation, be the more dominant in the partnership, if that's what they're looking for. But they know, I'm also getting someone having like a strong upper hand right now, because if they want to make things work, they have to put in the work. And the truth is I do think they want to put in the work. Whatever it would take to make this work. because the wand is the physical movement, and to me this isn't just the sexual acts. This is doing stuff together. It doesn't even have to involve money. It's the acts of doing stuff together. I'm also being led to say someone's love language could be doing things together, activities together, working out together, hiking together, going and looking at the flea market together. You don't have to buy anything, but it's like someone knows that if they want to be successful here and get the one that they left, that they broke their heart in the past, they know that it's gonna take work. And I want to say, I feel like someone's doesn't know if it's worth it. This is indecision. This is giving me someone who doesn't want to talk about emotional stuff. So if like you can maintain whatever's happening with no emotions on the table, no feeling of commitment, it's almost like you'll get the commitment. It's very ass backwards. But it's like, if you don't act like you want it done, it'll get done for you. So weird. This is giving me, like, I was just thinking about, it was like children's and like child behavior, but I was thinking about like when you don't pay attention to a child, that's when they come to you because they want your attention. If you're constantly giving them attention, I just imagine like a kid running around like and the mom chasing him. But the second the mom stops, could pretend to pull out her phone, that child's gonna come right running over because all of a sudden it doesn't have mom's attention. It's something like that going on here. Someone needs to stop and pretend they're on the phone talking to someone else. And this person, I'm not calling them a child, I'm just saying, this person will realize that you're not chasing them and they'll come around to get your attention. If that's what you're looking for. But they know. They're the ones that ruined it. They know that it's possible to have this and commitment here. They know. It's just, do they want to put in the work? Do they want to put in that effort? In the meantime, just keep on keeping on. God bless you. I'll catch you on the flip, Gemini, Cancer, Cusp. Thank you so much for your gifts and donations and support. Make sure you're checking out the other signs in your chart. I will see you next time.